Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Wednesday Wisdom, Women of Light. And I'm here with the beautiful Petra Taylor Smith, Petra Taylor on Facebook. I'm still in Toowoomba. This is the last part of my Queensland tour. I just did my last event for the whole process last night, and so I'm heading to New South Wales tomorrow. If you're watching on Facebook, welcome. If you're watching the replay, good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. And if you're on YouTube, then lovely to have you here, and I'd love for you to subscribe and touch the bell or ding the bell or whatever it is that you do, so that you get notifications when we're putting stuff on. But good morning, Petra. How are you?
Good morning, Elizabeth. I'm really well today. Thank you.
So, where are you, Petra? I'm in chilly Toowoomba, staying with friends, and I only just got out of the shower because I've got people that I have to navigate around showers with for the first time in ages. So where are you? Are you cold or are you up in Queensland, or where are you located?
I am just a bit north of you on the Sunshine Coast. You're in my hometown. I grew up in Toowoomba, so I know what you're talking about. So I'm in Noosa, have been for about 20 years.
Okay.
Yeah, so I began a business here about this time last year called 3/4 Time. And yeah, passion for life and learning are the key focus areas.
Okay. And so 3/4 time, groove to a different beat. That's awesome. So can you tell us a little bit about, because, you know, our topic is passion for life and learning. So can you give us a little bit more? What caused you to start creating this type of business?
It came about whilst I was on my long service leave after 30 years of being a teacher in a primary school setting. And I was a music and dance teacher. So as you can see from my banner, these are some of the things that I'm actually now incorporating into my business. But instead of working with children, I work with people over the age of 50.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
That'll be me in September.
Yeah,
so I turned 50 in September.
Yeah, well, I knew that when I actually had my long service leave, I could go back after that and continue what I had been doing, which was enjoyable, but I was starting to get a little bit tired. There had been lots of times when my voice had shown signs that I needed to have a little bit of a break, because I was teaching 28 classes a week. So I'd repeat seven styles of lessons 4 times. So it was taxing because it was singing and, you know, constant movement. So I decided that I'd incorporate other things like mentoring, doing online coaching, running events. I run social events as well now. So it's a really great business because I'm doing all the things that I'm passionate about. So that's consequently why I chose Live Your Life with Passion, because that's what I do. I actually use every day in my work life as well as my social life to develop, you know, the things that I love.
Yeah, isn't that fantastic? I'm the same. I love doing what I do, and you know, when you're doing your passion, then it's not like work anymore, right? It's having fun and being able to express yourself the way you know that you were supposed to. You know, like that's what you were here for. So,
exactly.
Yeah. So social, you do social
events, yeah,
events as well.
Deals. We also incorporate games into those, so that I'm using the idea that you've got to keep challenging yourself physically and mentally. So we do trivia and other types of things, so that you're constantly being stimulated when you're around me. With, if it's a music lesson, you're learning new ways of playing an instrument. If you're at an online coaching, you're talking about some of your goals and how you can develop them further. If you're coming out to dinner or a game of tennis or a game of golf, you know, it's a physical and mental experience.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's fantastic. And so do you do anything online as well?
Yes, I have www.3/4time.online. And so I offer all my workshops that way. So this one, the Live with Passion, is one of the workshops I'm doing in July. Up until now, I've been doing from so-so to so good, looking at how you might be able to incorporate some of your goals into your next couple of weeks or months. I've also been doing Let's Talk About Life from 50 plus. So people come on and they talk about what's, you know, on their mind, anything from, you know, whether they're coping well or having some challenges. And with that, a little bit of advice, I, you know, generally just steer them towards what I would suggest they do. I offer mainly education and socialisation, but a lot of them are looking for other things, so I can work with other people.
Yeah, right. And so Live with Passion, tell me a little bit more of that, about that, and the learning skills. What is it that you say you do music, you do dance, and you do a bit of trivia and stuff like that. What caused you to, other than, you know, you were working with children, is it because of your age? What made you start going to the other side? Like, almost.
Yeah, exactly. I suppose it had always been in me to be a bit entrepreneurial, and I'd had a business when I actually had babies while I was on my maternity leave, and I really enjoyed that ability to, you know, have control over your working hours and so forth. But through circumstance, moving interstate for a period of time, I had another experience in the classroom and got, you know, re-alivened to teach for a bit longer. And so I did another 15 or so years. So now I'm sort of thinking, okay, can I see myself doing that for another 15 years? And then I thought about it. I figure I've got the skills. Why don't I, you know, give myself the challenge to see if I can do this a different way? And my partner and I are thinking we'd love to travel Australia. So we're going to take this on the road, and in different places like caravan parks, retirement villages, even childcare centres and schools offer opportunities for people to come out and, you know, even do multi-generational activities where the young and the old come together.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, really inspired me. So I've got lots of passions. Music is one of the biggest ones, but of course, keeping physically fit. So I love aspects of, you know, exercise. I'm a social person, so another passion of mine is being with new people. So I'm always meeting new people in this business, and then being able to inspire them to maybe take the risk themselves. A lot of people are saying I'm a bit burnt out doing what I'm doing, and I've asked them, what do you really enjoy? And if there's a potential there that they might be able to have an income stream through their passion, why wouldn't you try to use that?
Absolutely, absolutely. And it's really interesting you say that on the tail end of my tour, because one of the things that I've noticed going up to Cairns and back is there's so many people on the road. And, you know, 10 years ago it was, or even 5 years ago, it was the grey nomads. You know, they used to call them the grey nomads, but now there's so many people our age, you know, packing up shop and heading, and they're all on the road in camper vans and stuff, and just, you know, living the life. Like, I think things like COVID have actually supported people to realize that there's more to life than just 9 to 5 and, you know, retiring and all that sort of stuff, you know, like that now's the time to really start getting their passion going and living for them. So it's perfect timing, right?
Yeah, I think it's that big zero on the end of your birthday. You know, you kind of go, well, what do I do? I could continue down that road, or there's this other option. And I know a lot of people say it's a scary thought, but I was fairly cluey about it. I used the acquired long service. So I had, you know, 6 months where I was getting paid from my employer to explore new options. And I would encourage other people who were thinking whether they could do that. That would be a really smart way of doing it. And then doing it part-time for a while, and then see if you can actually manage. I do have to do other things to supplement, like I do some relief teaching, and I help out with the holiday homes of Noosa, which is not a bad job. So I've got a few things, as well as my tuition and all my events. But yeah, I'm trying to grow the business so that it will be something that I can take nationally. At the moment, it's very localized because I have children still in high school, and I'm still, you know, a full-time mum and so forth.
Yeah. And so if people want to get in contact with you, if they're women on the group, want to get in contact with you to find out more, can you put your details in the comments below once we finish?
Yeah, sure, I can do it while we're talking. I have some Facebook groups. So one of them is called Over 50s Health and Happiness Seekers. So that's been a successful group. There's about 250 members on that. And then on Meetup, I offer Over 50s Health and Happiness Seekers, but I also offer 2 others. There's 8 is Enough. And I also do an online carers group where people who are caring either for a partner or somebody who has dementia or some other difficulty can speak to me about things that can help them, more so than the person who is in the situation of having the dementia. The person who's caring for them is often the person who's got a lot of stress. So I'm trying to help them to find ways to build themselves up.
Absolutely. I've just come out of that situation. My mum, I've been looking after my mum for the last 5 years, and last year she had a heart attack. But I remember the last time she was in hospital, and the doctor that came was listening to both of us and turned around to her team and said, you know, I need this test and this test, and I need someone to talk to this woman to get some help. They're starting to recognise that carers really need that support. So well done to have something outside the system as well. Yeah.
No, well, I just hope they're getting the word out. I use obviously a lot of my Facebook posts and so forth to share information, and I also have hard copies of information that I hand out to people. But there is a website, so the www.threequartertime.com.au is where you'll find out about all my events. So
awesome.
Sharing with some of your group. Thanks so much, Elizabeth. This has been great.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And if you're interested and want to find out more, then jump on to Petra. Even if you want to just PM her and find out a little bit more, I'm sure she'll offer an opportunity to have a quick chat and see if there's a match. Thank you so much for jumping on, and take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday.
Thank you. And in the chat, I've just put the contacts there for you.
Oh, awesome. Excellent.
Well, enjoy your trip home and stay safe.
Thank you. Take care. See you, everyone.
Thank you, Elizabeth.